Okay, so you're driving down the highway, right?
Uh-huh.
It's rush hour.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's stressed, and you look over, and there's a tanker truck
Right next to you.
just cruising along,
Sure.
and it's got a big label that says water.
Okay.
Harmless.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Well, what if I told you that water could actually be a pressurized mix of chemicals?
Yeah.
Basically, bomb on wheels.
Like a literal ticking time bomb, right?
That's the kind of hidden danger we're diving into today.
It's crazy how often we just assume something as basic as water is, well, basic.
Right.
But this situation really shows how quickly those assumptions can be shattered.
Exactly. And this isn't some hypothetical situation.
No.
This was a real incident.
Oh, wow.
At a Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing company facility, TSMC for short,
Okay.
over in Arizona.
Gotcha.
Tragically, a worker lost their life because of an explosion.
Oh, that's awful.
And at first it seemed like a simple garbage truck mishap. But as details emerged, the reality was much more complex.
So what really happened?
This wasn't your average garbage truck. It was hauling away hazardous waste from the semiconductor manufacturing process.
I see.
We're not talking about like leftover food scraps here.
Right.
This was acid strong enough to etch metal peroxide acetone and isopropyl alcohol.
Wow, that's a nasty mix.
Think of it like shaking a soda can, but instead of fizzy drink, it's a cocktail of chemicals that could ignite.
Wow, and that pressure just makes it so much more dangerous.
Exactly.
These liquids can get incredibly pressurized during manufacturing, so if they're not handled and transported carefully, well...
Disaster waiting to happen.
Exactly, a recipe for disaster.
So this has me thinking, how many trucks do we see on the highway every day?
Oh, tons.
Some even unmarked.
Yeah.
How many of them are carrying hazardous waste disguised as water?
Right.
How many of these ticking time bombs are just sitting in facilities?
That's unsettling.
It really is. And then there's the lack of transparency.
Oh, yeah.
The initial attempts to downplay the accident.
Right.
And the relatively quiet response from TSMC. They're like the standard for semiconductor manufacturing worldwide.
Yeah, they basically set the bar.
So their reaction is definitely a cause for concern.
For sure, for sure.
And then there's the issue of the fine.
Okay.
$16,000.
That's it.
For a fatal accident caused by negligence.
Wow.
I mean, does that really reflect the severity of what happened?
Yeah, that seems really low considering someone died.
It does, and it brings up the bigger question of stricter safety regulations and oversight in the semiconductor industry.
Especially when it comes to handling this liquid waste.
Right, and that's exactly what Michael Lesniak has been saying.
Oh yeah, what's his deal?
He's the VP of Partnerships at Aquatech International.
Okay, I've heard of them.
They specialize in water treatment and sustainability.
Makes sense.
And he's been sounding the alarm on this very issue.
Well, he definitely knows what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's super involved with organizations like Angelus Equity Partners, the Corporate Roundtable at UPenn, and even the UN CEO Water Resilience Coalition.
Wow, so he's been around the block.
Exactly. And they're all focused on water safety and sustainability.
So he's not just some random guy.
No. He's got the credentials.
Yeah, his voice carries a lot of weight for sure.
Absolutely. So what does all this mean for us, for everyday people?
Right.
This isn't just some isolated incident in a far-off factory.
No way.
This reveals a hidden danger that could be lurking right under our noses.
And not just in the semiconductor industry.
Right. Who knows what other industries are overlooking similar safety risks?
That's a good question. What can we even do about it?
Well, maybe the first step is just being more aware.
More aware of what?
How many times have we just blindly accepted labels like water without a second thought?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Maybe a healthy dose of skepticism is in order.
Yeah, maybe we should start questioning things a little more.
Exactly, because who knows what's really hiding behind that label?
That's something to think about.
It really is.
Thanks for bringing this to light.
Of course, we got to stay informed.
Absolutely. Forewarned is forearmed, right?
Exactly.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive.
I agree. Thanks for joining me.
Anytime.
Until next time, folks, stay safe out there.
And stay skeptical.
You got it.
Bye.
See you later.